More than a month after their father's arrest, the children of disgraced music producer Sean Diddy Combs are speaking out. In a joint statement posted to social media, 6 of the embattled music mogul's children rallied in support of their dad. The statement posted to Instagram by Combs' son Quincy Brown reads, quote,
All right, we're getting into the debrief and the very latest on Sean Diddy Combs' arrest on trafficking crimes. TMZ is reporting that at least 2 new people plan to cooperate with the feds, and they're willing to testify in front of the grand jury.
He's awaiting trial on criminal counts of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution, and pleaded not guilty to all charges. But this latest show of support from his family is not the first we've seen them united since their father's arrest. Last month, Diddy's children with Kim Porter, Quincy, Christian, and his twin daughters posted a joint statement on social media
In a major development, Quincy Brown, Diddy's adopted son, is reportedly cooperating with federal investigators to shed light on the music mogul's alleged criminal activities. This marks a crucial turning point in the ongoing investigation into Diddy, who faces serious charges, including trafficking and racketeering.
Yes, Steve and Bianca, as U.S. Attorney Damian Williams promised earlier this week, he said this is an ongoing investigation and that they will be speaking to more people. We found out that these 2 individuals, and we have actually spoken to one of them, they are both workers, currently workers. One of them says that they had an interaction with Diddy in 2014, and they are willing to tell the feds what they know about that interaction. And another one said that they are willing, and not only willing, but have been subpoenaed to go before the grand jury.
The federal probe intensified in March 2024 when the Department of Homeland Security raided Diddy's properties in Los Angeles, New York, and Miami. Agents seized electronic devices and other potential evidence. Later, in September 2024, Diddy was arrested following a grand jury indictment. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges and remains in federal custody after multiple bail denials.
According to NBC News, a judge denies the music producer's latest request for bail November 27th, citing that no conditions of a potential release for Combs would reasonably assure the safety of the community. This marks the 3rd time the record executive has been denied bail since his arrest earlier this year. With Combs currently in custody at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, awaiting his May 5th trial.
Quincy's decision to assist investigators is particularly significant given his deep personal ties to Diddy. As the son of the late Kim Porter, Diddy's longtime partner, Quincy was adopted into the family and has been closely connected to him for years. His cooperation could provide prosecutors with valuable insights into Diddy's personal and professional dealings, potentially shifting the course of the case.
To get registered.
Life is over, homie.
Right.
You waited too late to jump off the porch, homie.
Right.
You a beginner. You a beginner, man. Say, man, shit. At 54 here, you need to be doing what I'm doing, trying to raise my kids.
Right.
At least see them get somewhere. At least see them grow some hair on their head. Now, Diddy, that's, hey, man. At 54, you can't afford to catch no time. Hey, when I stopped playing in the system, when I got of age, you know what I'm saying? Man, that hurt. 54 years old? That ain't, let me tell you what hurt. The time they gonna come at him with, that's gonna kill.
The allegations against Diddy spans several decades. In November 2023, singer Cassie Ventura filed a lawsuit accusing him of physical and emotional abuse during their long-term relationship. Case was settled out of court shortly after it was filed.
But more news has come out. There's another alleged victim who's come forward, only identified as John Doe, and talked about nearly getting sexually assaulted from Diddy. And he only was able to get away because a professional athlete allegedly stopped this from happening.
In September 2024, Diddy was formally charged with trafficking and racketeering. Prosecutors allege that he coerced women into acts through abuse, threats, and substance use, utilizing his businesses as fronts for illicit activities.
Oh, he got some more money?
Do you think his lawyer really has his best interest?
Well, you know, nobody lawyer that has their best interest. No, his best interest is his money.
Right.
Because his lawyer ain't gonna beat the system. Now, Johnny Cochran dead. Them days over. That's the last brother gonna ever beat the system. Hello.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that was it. We seen the greatest of all time go down. He's gone. And that was Johnny Cochran. He's the only one to be, no, P. Diddy, oh.
Diddy's legal team has strongly denied all allegations, arguing that he is being unfairly targeted. They have filed motions to dismiss certain charges, citing the controversial origins of the laws used against him, particularly the Mann Act of 1910. Despite these efforts, the court has scheduled his trial for May 5, 2025.
Clearly, they're trying to figure out what these other witnesses know and how they can help them convict Diddy, and that's the name of the game at this point for the feds.
Combs and Porter dated on and off from 1994 to 2007, during which their son Christian and twin daughters were born, and Combs helped raise Quincy, who Porter had with singer Albie Shore.
According to sources, Quincy has been cooperating with investigators to expose Diddy's alleged illegal activities. Despite his close bond with Diddy, he is reportedly devastated by the allegations and is determined to protect his younger siblings, the twins.
All right, here we go with this question. Y'all just kidding at this point, I know, but why is it still a question? Why am I missing? Where have I gone? Did the Amber Alert go off? Did y'all phone do the with a description that said me? Because if not, I don't know where I could be.
Quincy claims that Diddy has been involved in illegal dealings for years, including money laundering and exploitation. While these claims remain unverified, they have sparked intense speculation online.
How closely are you paying attention to the allegations coming forward with him?
I don't pay attention to none of it. It's extremely sensitive, and I think that it's really, really important that we reserve our opinions until we understand what the undisputed truth.
Public opinion is divided. Some praise Quincy for speaking out, while others dismiss his claims as personal vendettas. But the big question remains: why is Quincy coming forward now? Let's take a closer look.
Took to Instagram posting this shot of Diddy, surrounded by all 7 kids, saying, quote, "Many have judged both him and us based on accusations. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail."
To understand Quincy's accusations, we must examine his relationship with Diddy. As the son of Kim Porter and Albie Shore, Quincy was raised by Diddy and has long been considered part of his family.
The children of Sean Diddy Combs and Kim Porter are speaking out, dispelling rumors that their late mother penned a memoir before her untimely death. Christian Combs, twins Jesse Combs and Delilah Combs, as well as Quincy Taylor Brown, released a joint statement squashing rumors about their mother in the wake of Diddy's arrest September 16th. The siblings write in a September 24th Instagram post, quote, "Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves."
Over the years, Quincy and Diddy's relationship has reportedly been complicated. Rumors of tension between them have surfaced, particularly after Kim Porter's tragic passing in 2018. Some sources suggest that Quincy has been struggling with Diddy's alleged misdeeds and is now ready to take a stand.
For Quincy, Christian, Jesse, and Delilah are speaking out against conspiracy theories. In their statement, Diddy's children did not directly address the Bad Boy Records founder's recent legal drama, which includes his arrest on charges of racketeering conspiracies, trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all the charges and is currently being held in jail without bail.
Despite his loyalty to his family, insiders claim that Quincy's decision to cooperate with federal investigators stems from a desire to protect his younger siblings from potential fallout.
Filings that you say are coming, specifically you mentioned a 9-year-old boy. Can you tell us about what you know?
Let's remember we're talking about allegations. We're going to file a public filing where the allegation is going to be that a 9-year-old child was sexually assaulted allegedly by Sean Combs and several others. This young man now is very compelling, incredibly believable, and his story is corroborated by his parents. And that will be one of the cases that will be filed. But of the 120, there are 25 that were minors at the time the incidents occurred.
Are those minors all adults now?
Yes.
They're all adults now. Okay. And yes. I want to go back to the 9-year-old boy for a second. If he is filing this lawsuit, will it also lead to possible criminal prosecution?
I hope so.
Will you turn over information?
We're going to make any client that each of them, just their testimony alone is evidence. But any client that is willing, I'm going to encourage them to speak to the authorities.
While his claims remain unverified, they have fueled ongoing speculation. But how does Quincy fit into this investigation? Let's break it down. Reports indicate that Quincy has been quietly gathering information on Diddy's alleged activities for years. His cooperation with federal investigators may only be the beginning. Sources say he has provided evidence, including text messages and witness testimonies, to support his claims.
What will be the reaction, you believe, when these names come out?
I think people are going to be shocked. I think people already are suspecting some of the names that you might see. I think some of them will be shocking, though. And, let's not forget that a lot of these parties, whether it be after parties, white parties, whatever the parties were, these were well known. A lot of people really were jockeying to go to these parties. These were parties where a lot of well-known people attend.
However, some insiders suggest that Quincy's actions are part of a broader effort to bring down Diddy, who has been facing multiple lawsuits and allegations. Others believe he is simply trying to shield his younger siblings from further harm, as one of his brothers has also been implicated in the case.
As Combs now faces these criminal charges, there is a separate legal team that is dealing with the multiple civil lawsuits that are pending against him. And one of those complaints was filed by a woman named Grace O'Markey. So O'Markey was apparently a steward working aboard a yacht that was rented by Sean Combs in December of 2022 for a holiday celebration with his family, when she claims she was assaulted by Christian Combs. And within weeks of Sean Combs' homes being raided back in March by federal agents, O'Markey filed a civil complaint against Christian and named his father, Sean Combs, in the suit as well for allegedly facilitating this assault to occur.
So what's the truth? Why is Quincy risking his reputation to expose Diddy? Let's analyze the fallout. Since Quincy's allegations surfaced, public reaction has been mixed. Some support him, calling for accountability, while others defend Diddy, arguing he is being unfairly targeted.
Now, this man runs a LA-based business renting luxury cars and jewelry. He claims that Diddy stripped off his pants, exposed himself after inviting him into his private office during an event at a party that he was having. He says that Diddy allegedly continued to move closer and then grabbed his genitals through his pants, squeezed them in a rough and sexual manner. And then, according to the plaintiff, he was shocked and disoriented and frozen momentarily, didn't know how to respond. The only thing that saved him, he claims, is that a professional athlete, known as Professional Athlete A, came into the office and intervened. That's when he claims that he fled the room and immediately left the party.
One thing is certain, this scandal has put Diddy in a difficult position. With multiple lawsuits and allegations already looming over him, Quincy's statements could further damage his defense in court.
To speak to Diddy?
I spoke to him a few times before, it got a little out of control. But a lot of the times when people are going through things, you gotta respect the space.
The media has been quick to pick up on the drama, with headlines like Quincy Brown exposes Diddy and Diddy targeted in federal investigation. But what does this mean for Diddy's career, and how will it impact his family?
Diddy has a defense for that, and it's basically that the government is trying to ring him up on a very old, antiquated, racist statute. It's called the Mann Act, and he actually filed documents yesterday asking the judge to dismiss count number 3 of the indictment because he believes that he is being selectively prosecuted because he is a black man, and they're trying to take him down using the Mann Act. In fact, in the documents, he says, we've seen it play out this way for decades. He says they did it to Chuck Berry, they did it to the boxer Jack Johnson, using this Mann Act, and now they're trying to do it to me when all I'm doing is leading my life the way lots of people do, and they're never prosecuted for it, particularly when they're...
This situation raises larger questions about Hollywood's culture of power and secrecy. From A-list scandals to allegations of cover-ups and blackmail, the entertainment industry has seen its fair share of controversy. Some reports even suggest that Diddy's sons may also be linked to the case.
Sean Diddy Combs isn't the only one in the family facing some serious accusations, and while the rapper has been criminally charged and arrested, His sons have been named in recent lawsuits, but could those allegations lead to more charges for the Combs family?
Once seen as an untouchable figure, Diddy's legacy now hangs in the balance. While Quincy's claims are still unfolding, one thing is clear: the pressures of Hollywood can have serious consequences.
Can you tell me now, is there evidence against any major celebrities that you have, and is there anyone that you can name at this moment?
I'm not going to name anybody right now, but I do have evidence.
Have you had a chance to actually see any videos or text messages or other kind of correspondence that kind of corroborate these stories?
All of the above, yes. And not for all 120 clients. I asked for corroboration. What texts, video, pictures, give me dates, venues, give me witnesses. And we do that, we go through that process. And that's what we're...
As the trial date approaches, Quincy's cooperation is expected to play a key role in the proceedings. Given his close relationship with Diddy, his testimony could provide crucial context and potentially sway the outcome of the case.
I don't know where I could be. Other than my house, my home. I'm a homebody.
This case continues to capture public attention, with new revelations emerging by the day. So, what do you think about Quincy Brown's allegations against Diddy? Do you believe there's truth to his claims, or is this just another attempt to bring down the music mogul? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Stay tuned.